Arknights Endfield's combat can be difficult, but it doesn't have to be. If you're a beginner or uncertain about a specific mechanic, this video is for you. If it was helpful, make sure to drop a like or a comment after you're done watching. Without further ado, let's jump right into the fight and stop time. The HUD. Down on the left bottom you can see your individual HP bars. Yes, your teammates can die before you, so always keep an eye on them. You can also see a way thinner bar above the team's health. This thin bar shows you the cooldown of a mechanic called combo skill. More on that later. If you have buffs, these show up right here. In the center of the screen you have 3 yellow bars and 1 big blue bar. The yellow bars are the shared skill points and the blue one is your own HP. And on the right you have the big icons, which are your skills, and the smaller ones, which are your ultimates. Using skills costs 1 yellow bar, which fills up slowly over time, or with performing certain actions like a so-called final strike, which is the last sequence of your auto attack combo. As already mentioned, your skill points are shared, so don't try to just spam them. Ultimates on the other hand don't fill up over time or when simply doing auto attack combos. They only fill up when performing a skill, which the game refers to as a battle skill, or a combo skill, which I mentioned earlier. These pop up during the fight when certain conditions are triggered. These are different for each character, so take your time and take a look at your character's abilities. Let's take Perlica as example. Her conditions when the character controlled by you has done a final strike. As the name suggests, combo skills can, well, combo into each other. That means multiple combo skills can be used at the same time. Next, let's focus on our enemies and how we can respond to their onslaught. Enemies have 2 bars, a big red one and a thin white line beneath it. As you can guess by landing a few hits, the red one is their HP and the white is the stagger gauge. When it's full, it becomes yellow. The enemy is staggered and the controlled character will do a strong attack once you hit them. Below the stagger gauge, depending on the character you use, these icons will pop up. These indicate buffs and debuffs applied to your enemy. On the right side, you have applied inflictions. Every element has its own infliction that can be applied to create art reaction. More on that topic later. Let's take a look at our defensive options during the fight. Your best bet is obviously dodging or spacing. Be aware, dodge spamming is not as effective in Enfield. On top of that, stamina is very limited and can run out faster than you think. A perfectly timed dodge leads into a perfect dodge with very limited invincibility frames, so don't count on them. Next we have parries. Enemies can sometimes glow red like this when they're about to launch a strong attack. You can parry these attacks with skills, ultimates, or combo skills. Now we learned what's on our screen, how to defend ourselves, but that's all pointless if we don't learn how to deal damage. I mentioned inflictions before and these can drastically help you mid-combat, but they seem confusing at first. So let's split them up into 3 groups. Inflictions. On their own, they don't do much. Arts reactions. Inflictions can be combined with each other to create arts reactions. There are 2 types of reactions. To make it simple, I'll use calls to demonstrate. We have the blue plus blue reaction and the blue plus red reaction. Blue plus blue would be if you combine the same elemental inflictions twice. And blue plus red would be an arts reaction with 2 different elemental inflictions. We take Perlica again as an example. Her skill applies 1 stack of Electro Affliction. Casting an Electro Infliction again creates Electric Burst. An additional instant of damage that won't consume the infliction stacks applied to the enemy. Now let's use the blue plus red combination. In my case, I'll use Nature with Gilberta first, and once it's applied, indicated by the leaf icon, I'll follow up with an Electro Infliction. Now it becomes Electrification. This reaction makes enemies take more arts damage. The blue plus red combo does remove applied inflictions afterwards. It's important to note that the reaction you get is determined by the second infliction applied. Electro plus nature, corrosion. Nature plus electro, electrification. This formula applies to all elements. Some characters or effects consume inflictions instead of applying them. The administrator has the crush effect. Crush consumes vulnerability stacks to deal massive damage. The more you have, up to a max of 4, the more damage it deals. If you're unsure what the reaction does, you can always check them in-game. And lastly, we have susceptibility. Not a reaction itself, but more or less a debuff that makes the enemy take more physical or arts damage. Now you should be ready for even the toughest fights. If you have any questions, don't be shy and leave a comment, and I or the community will try to help you. Hope this video helped, and for more Enfield content, make sure to check out my channel. Have a beautiful day.